Hello, y'all. Hello. Let me press it back a little bit. How are you doing? How is everyone doing today? I am doing very, very well. Um, I am excitedly celebrating Gemini season, my birthday season. And I absolutely love my tropical chart, along with my draconian chart. I embody both of my sun signs of both of my charts. That is truly me. um, One that's supposed to be balanced, and the other one you don't mess with. And it just makes so much sense. That's all I'm gonna say. If you guys haven't gotten if some of you gotten just your tropical chart, birth chart, natal chart, and you haven't gotten your draconian one, you need to get your draconian one. You need to get your draconian chart, and there are places where you can get them for free. So today, I have had a channeled message for you today. It's time. There's still some things about the situation you don't know. And it deals with spirits that you don't know, understand, and you don't understand also that there are so many hidden levels where there's spirits. We're going to get to that. But it's time. And this is what I mean. It's time for you to know. Not know in the aspect of more information coming into you. It's time for you to know who you are and to know how high you can go. It is time for you to have within yourself there is no other alternative but going up. There's no other alternative than you being shut out. There's no other alternative than I run this shit of my life. It is time. There is no other alternative for you. You're being called and pushed to the wall to claim who you truly are. To recognize who you are. See, there are a lot of chosen star seeds walking around. And a lot of us are thinking with the wrong perception of seeing yes, there's a service that goes with it, but I'm seeing a lot of ego that's going with it, and ego is what started this bullshit. So I really try not to feed into that. And through the attacks, you have to be humble. That is the hardest thing to do. I know. But through the attacks, you have to be humble. No matter how many attacks I had, it was like mine were purposefully made to humiliate. But I'm going to get you to understand something. Have you ever noticed that the hardest lessons we're given of embarrassment through what is done to us trains us? And so our enemies don't understand at some point, while we're able to just take it, or while we're able to survive with it, because we were forced to. You brought it to our door for us to do that. And then they don't understand why it turns on them, because they don't understand that they train the enemy. I'm sorry. Okay. So, anyway, proponents of evil don't understand how they're used for good. And there's a lot of people out there that keep thinking that there's this duality thing going on when there's no such thing. It is all one. There's no such thing. So it is time that you change your perception, that you look beyond the situation, and that you understand that, let me break this down a little bit better, that you understand that though this was done for your highest good, big picture, There are a lot of things done to you, small picture and in the details. And those little things are fucked up, yes. But you had a choice to decide whether you were going to wake up and be stronger or you're going to lay down and die. Those of you that made the choice to wake up stronger, bigger, better, you're being called to, okay, change your perception as to why you are. Know why you are. Know why you are better. Meaning better than the situation you were put in, stronger and taller than what you were put through. And we forget in looking at we're still here that that's strength in itself. And it was our authentic selves, our real selves, because we always find our real self in the struggle. It is our authentic self we were supposed to find in the struggle, but we're not to hold on to the struggle. And some of you are staying in that struggle mindset. Now, we had that perseverance card the other day. Yes, be mindful of the struggle, but you don't stay in struggle mindset. I'm going to say that again. Be mindful of the struggle. See it. Recognize it. See the patterns of it. But you don't stay a prisoner in the struggle. Be mindful in it, but you don't be a prisoner of it. That is not your mindset. Struggle is not your mindset. And a lot of people are making struggle the mindset. No, that only brought you the lesson. You're so used to struggle, some of you, that you refuse to think, that's not where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be in receiving, not struggle. But some of y'all stay in struggle because you feel that the struggle gets you to heaven. You feel that the struggle is what you're supposed to do because that's what they trained you to believe in that book. No. At no time, other than the struggle you're supposed to walk through because you created it or you had to learn something, are you supposed to stay in lack? Spirit don't want you to stay in lack. That means it stays in lack. No. No. So it's time, y'all, to see stuff a different way. It is time. It is time. Interesting. All right, let's see what we got. That was the last one. This was the first one. Okay. I really don't read these upside down, but for some reason today it feels appropriate. What did I say? It was time, right? We've been getting some of the same damn cards. Inner child upside down. I know what this is about. Change right side up. Ego. What I say? What I say? Your ego has to see. Detachment upside down. Letting go upside down. This is still somebody not only not healing the inner child, change is forced for them. Some of you are denying your inner child because you don't want to deal with things you've been through. So I'm going to preface it with this. I am not an ordained, I am not an ordained counselor. I am a spiritual counselor and advisor, and I'm allowed to give that advice. But I am not a mental health worker. So if this triggers you, please go see a professional. This is tarot. This is just for spiritual advisement in the moment as it being read now. But it is timeless, so it will find you. Clearing my energies. Sorry if y'all are sensitive to sound. I'll give you warning next time. Sorry, for my was focused on this. Okay. Some of y'all, get something on, give me this. Some of y'all do not want to visit your inner child because you don't like what happened to you and what traumas happened to you. And so that child is still sitting in there hurt. That's where some of y'all ego is coming from. Because that child was still hurt. And some of you are feeling the guilt of not protecting it. Some of you are feeling the anger of those who hurt it. Feeling like you had no way to protect it. You don't even want to deal with that. Some of you don't even believe it has anything to do with what's going on now. But whether you believe or not, it's going to change. Whether you're trying to control it, whether you're trying to hide it, repress it, whatever, your change is inevitable. And some of you are not letting go of situations because they're comfortable. And I'm talking about these are bad ones. Some of these are bad ones. You're not letting go because it's comfortable. You want that person. You're going to have that person. You don't care what it's doing to their life. They can only have if you say so. You're funny. You can't heal your inner child and you're going to tell somebody else what they can do. That's what I meant by it's time. Some of you are being held back by yourself doing this to other people. Take it how it resonates. And some of you are not letting go because of the anger of someone harming your inner child, and you can't forgive that person. You can't detach and let go from the situation. Like I said, holding on to the suffering that you don't need. You just need the lesson. That's some of you. 30% of you don't know how to heal the inner child or to let it go because you're not seeing. You just know a change has to happen. You don't understand detachment. You're trying to let go. You're trying to let go. You're trying to detach from this, but there's something in your spirit, in your solar plexus that won't let you. That's because you have inner child work to do. You must heal your child. Some of you are like, why? Because that's your authentic self. If self truly exists, that's your authentic self. That's fractured. That learned society don't want me. And then you're going to sit up and be like, well, I don't want you either. No. You don't choose society over you. You choose you. And whoever in society doesn't like you, doesn't like your inner child, they can go fuck themselves. Maybe a lake of lava will wake them up. I don't know. But you don't know. No. You choose you over anyone else. You trust you over anyone else. You love you over anyone else first. And some of you are refusing. So let's see what archetypes we're dealing with. Tell me what archetypes we're dealing with this energy. Tell me what archetypes we're dealing with this energy. Because this right here, this ain't okay. This ain't okay. We've been going through this for too many damn years. And I am not blaming. I am not pointing fingers. I am not doing none of that. What I am saying, though, is we've been through this too long to sit up and be like, ooh, shadow. Okay. To sit up and be like, it's too hard. Isn't the suffering harder? That's like me, and yeah, I'm gonna use me as an example. That's like me not wanting to get up and be consistent in losing weight because it's gonna hurt my body so bad. So it's like I'm putting myself in a loop. I need to do this, but I don't want the pain. I need to do this. I don't like what I see, although I love me, but I don't like the pain. knowing there's going to be pain that you got to walk through anyway. So you just need to take care of it and do it. Do you see how it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense? Because if I don't consistently do the work, I don't see the change. Irregardless, there's going to be pain, whether I do it or I don't do it. That's what we don't think about. So, in the aspect of loving yourself and self-change, that's like me sitting up. Yeah, this person is hurting me. This person has hurt me. I know. But to leave them is going to hurt even more. To be away from them is going to hurt me even more. That hole that they're going to put me in is pain. So at least I'm in pain with them instead of finding myself and going through that pain to heal myself so I can have something better. It's a choice. It's a choice. And some people say that's not true. Sometimes we don't have choices. Yes, we do. We always have choices. I didn't say the choice was either a good one, wouldn't bring you death, or wouldn't bring you beatings, or wouldn't bring you some type of pain. I didn't say that. Sometimes it does. Sometimes that choice does end your life. But compared to what slavery you're in. See, this is what people don't understand. Slavery still exists. That has nothing to do with your race or your creed. It has everything to do with you being a human or not. I'm going to say that again. There's different levels of racism, but the biggest one, slavery. But the biggest one, there's levels of slavery. And the biggest issue is not the color of your skin at all. It's what species you are. That's the biggest one. Is what species you are. That determines your level of slavery. And then what you're willing to sacrifice, which is another component of this, and this is why I want the archetype cards. There's another part of this channel message that there's a hidden darker energy that y'all can't see. That those that talk shit over your life aligned with. And those dark entities feel like they have a hold on you because what was spoken over you. Notice though it wasn't you. See, people sell other people's souls and sacrifice other people's souls all the time. And I remember, and this is the funny thing, I remember when looking at the entertainment industry, you had to be family to do it because you had to be blood. Then you started seeing other people sacrifice other folks that were not blood. But you have bloodline ties that still deal with this. And when it comes to you and those of us of the chosen line, it's because you're a chosen line. So not only are you human, some of you, you're a chosen line, or a starseed line, or a indigo child line. That makes you even more delicious to bring down. Okay? They get a feed off of that. They get a charge off of that. Well, there's a darker entity that, and we're not talking about Satan. No. No. This is a different entity. Okay? Some of these are primordial entities that made deals with some of your species for some of these bloodlines. Here's where the problem comes in. You weren't sacrificed. Some of you had attempts on your life and it didn't go through. Some of you, it did. But those that are still here and it didn't, and you know who you are, the debt wasn't paid. That's what the big issue is. That's what some people are not telling you. The debt wasn't paid. You were promised. Your energy was promised. And when it leaves your body, there is an amount of time they can come in and snatch it. Like while leaving your body. Okay? That's why you also got to be careful who's around you in death. Um, even some of you that passed over, they didn't get it. But some were promised in the bloodline, and some of your family members and ancestors said, no, we're not giving ourselves, so it fell upon you. That's what some of your generational curses are. This entity wants its payback. And other people have promised your energy to this thing for gain. And these are all kind of families. This ain't just no voodoo shit and stuff. This is all kind of people, all kind of races. So some of us knew this and said, no, we are not. And you will notice some of these things go after our children unless there's a clause you cannot. You have some other spirits trying to help these things because it's causing problems in the spirit realm. That's another reason why some of you are calling out to something and nothing is happening. And remember, this is Satan's realm, it's not God's realm. So Spirit sends his chosens down to help, right? But we're being attacked because some of us are being reduced and stuff like that. And we have to fight our own. So we have to learn how to fight our own. That's why we love to love us. That's why we learn to love ourselves. So we can help fight our own. And we call out to our tribe when we need them. Anywho, some of us are refusing to be a sacrifice for our bloodline. And we're like, no. And this entity is mad. Now, this entity, and there's time frames on these spells and shit like that, but they're not spells, these are contracts. There's a time frame of if it doesn't get paid, it goes after the people that made it. And that's why some of them are searching hard for you. That's why some people end up in jail for no fucking reason. So they can have a control of your physical location and try to have a control of your energy by putting you behind bars thinking you're going to lower. So they can get into your energy because then you're on the same wavelength, that anger, that rage. And then like Anakin and the Master, that is no different. That is no different. The light side does the same shit. No different. The ploy is no different. So that is why some of you have shit going on in your space. Because this entity that you don't know about, there are a lot, and I want to tell you, there are a lot of hidden entities. Light, dark, and neutral. There are a lot. And I felt this change yesterday. See, there's a reason why they mesh up the bloodline so you can't find the answers. There's a reason why they change things and lie so you could never know the truth. There's a reason. All you got to do is look at who's doing it. And then you go to their source next. Why the hell are you doing that? Or you be detective and you figure it out. So the archetypes we're dealing with is a poet, express soul insights in symbolic language, orphan child, shadow aspects, orphan child, feelings of abandonment that start from maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families, what I say. And that person that deals with that abandonment has to heal that part. This is what they do to other people because this is what's been done to them. Constant abandonment. So that's what they know. So they can only do what they know unless you teach yourself otherwise. Scribe upside down. Altering facts. I can't make it. Altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. Scribe. Can't make it up, what I say. Bully, upside down. Conceals deep fears behind verbal and physical abuse. Baby. You know, if you gave a narcissist and a bully no attention, no audience, fizzle like that. Fizzle like that. Because no one would give a fuck. That's simple. But stupid ass people keep giving these folks audiences. Why? Oh, I can get this faster by doing this. Never mind what you're doing to someone else's psyche. But you're going to get it. Mother, right side up, light attributes. Nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. Someone is in their nurturing energy. Artist, love it. Expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. Beautiful. Beautiful. Femme fatale. Highlights the erotic energies of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. What a lot of us are going through right now, someone did you wrong. That doesn't reduce your femininity or masculinity. That doesn't reduce you at all. Do you notice after every time we leave someone or we break up with something or a situation, leave a job, we feel less. We shit on ourselves. A lot every time. What did I do wrong? What did I... Stop. There are times we do stuff wrong. Okay? We write that down. We fix it. We move on. New situation. Don't bring old energy into the new situation. You're going to make the new situation into that old energy. Don't do that. Queen upside down. Someone not acting in that queen status. Becomes arrogant when authority is challenged. Controlling and demanding. Can't make it what I say. Got a queen here who's fallen. We got a destroyer. That's what you are. You are a destroyer and a disruptor. Releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. This card right here is the one I'm going to hold on to. Here's why. In order to have the new, you got to destroy the old. And I did say destroy. Now, I know we have some of y'all ain't letting things go, right? You got to destroy the cycle. For some of us, it is not a matter of letting and walking away from this cycle, because you have people, visionary companion, nice. You have people that don't want to let go, that don't want to detach from your energy, but they don't want to do the work. No, bitch. Then weed down. We were moving lovingly, right? We were moving in love, right? And they thought that was weakness and that wasn't good enough. So they're going to continue fucking around. Continue to fuck around and find out, right? You've now become a destroyer. Now, don't give in to the shadow attributes, destroying other people's dreams and potential, because that's what people have done to you. But you now have to become the destroyer to make sure this happens for you. That's what you're doing. You're destroying their ego to make sure you are deciding. Here's the thing, and it's funny because you can't control other people, right? And you can't control what they do to you. But you can control your energy, and if you say no. See, here's the thing. They have no choice but to change. That's non-negotiable. They have to. They have to. But they're not wanting to. I don't give a fuck about what they want to do. It's what you're going to do. It is what you're going to do. Because it's my energy. And if I decide to send a fireball through my energy and burn your ass up, that's what I'm going to do. If I decide that I send a huge warning with that fuck you and you will not, that's what I'm going to do. If I have to destroy any remnant of anyone else's energy trying to come in that is not on par with mine, I will destroy it. You are now in destroyer mode since they won't back off. That's what you have to be. I'm not saying, because some people, let me explain. I'm not saying you're going and destroying their property and destroying their life or taking them out. I'm not saying that. We're talking about energetic destruction. That's what we're talking about. Well, Divine, what does that look like? Getting your ass up loving you in entirety, changing what you don't like, but that comes in time, knowing and being realistic with your goals with that. And then you're protecting and cleaning your energy. You're protecting and cleaning your energy where no one else steps in it that you don't wish to. You are also realizing, you're also realizing that you decide where you go and what you do on this train ride. You decide. No one else decides. And there's consequences to the choices, but you decide. You understand? I'm going to get a witch's wisdom card out and see what it wants to tell me. But you, my loves, are the destroyer. It is time. You went the love route. You tried to handle this the nice way. They didn't want to. You became the warrior. And you started fighting back. You started giving back bullshit that they were bringing at your door. Okay? Now, because they wouldn't stop, destroyer. See, they don't understand that when we're messed with, we go in levels based on what they do. We mirror. And enemies don't ever pay attention. Some do. The ones that swear they have the absolute answer. No, you don't. And you definitely don't have the absolute answer over someone else's fucking life, because it ain't your life. It was meant to be your life. It would have been your life. It ain't. That's a no. No, I will stand at the gate of my fucking soul with my sword, and I will unsheath it and take your fucking head. That's how much I love me. So do we want to do this dance or not? That you think you have the right over my shit. You ain't got the right over no one's shit but your own. Stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what we got. Incubation. I swear that card. Remembrance upside down, because we don't remember. Some of us don't remember. Some of this is past life stuff. But you still in the incubation. Some of us are still in the incubation state. Some of what I say, you being made new. They took your kindness for weakness. You still gonna have your kindness, but it ain't. They not gonna see it as weakness. You're being made the destroyer because they wouldn't stop. This is the cause and effect. This is the cause. Containment. You are not contained. This is the cause. This is the effect to their cause, because they wouldn't stop. Okay, so it's what you get. Imagination upside down. Yeah, someone ain't letting go. Winter upside down. Someone ain't letting go. And some of y'all may not see any change until the winter time. But seeing how winter is upside down, opposite winter is summer. Maybe seeing something in the summertime. Definitely going to see movement in the summertime. Summer to fall season. From now to August. Yeah. Y'all better change your perception and let it go. Y'all better change your perception and let it go. Is there any others? Let's see. Tarot card. Guidance, tarot cards at the bottom. Is there anything else? Any other perception you want them to see? Initiation upside down. You've already been initiated. And banishment upside down. Yeah, you just incubating right now. That's what this is. You just incubating. And it's waiting on you to see what way you want to go. I'm going to leave them just the way they're supposed to be. It's waiting for you to tell it where you want to go. That's what it's waiting on. That's what it's waiting on. And we don't get in the way of anyone else's dreams. But It's time now that you believe what you can do, what you can achieve, what you're going to do. You speak in terms of what you're going to do. And this is how it's going to be. That's it. How do I make it happen? I got to make it happen. That's it. And you stay streamline focused. All right, my loves. I hope this helps. It's a channel message for you. Didn't call for cards today. Yeah. You got to do the work. Spirit is not hearing. I'm sorry, y'all. Spirit is not hearing. But I'm afraid of. Spirit's not hearing that. Because if you call out to it, it will answer. It will hear you. May not answer right away, but it will hear you. So Spirit's not hearing that. Spirit is hearing, do the work. I just need you to do the work. I'm here for you. Do the work. Make the plan. Make the move. Do the work. I understand. Like I said, I can't sit up here knowing I have to have a regimen and consistency for my body. And I'm like, but the pain you'll stay in if you don't do it. Which one? One can go away. One stays. Which one you want? See, that's the thing that you got to understand. Sometimes the choice is pain, but it depends on which pain. Sometimes it's the one that goes away versus the one that stays. Sometimes it's both pain, but you'll learn to deal with one and step over it and get through it, where the other one never gets healed. You understand? I never said the choices were always good. Sometimes they're real fucking shitty. But you have to make a choice. And just because karma is going after your enemies does not mean she will not turn around and look at your ass to see what you are doing. And it doesn't mean you won't get it harder than your enemies either. You dig? All right, my loves. So, you have upgraded from warrior. You're not doing this out of spite of anyone. You're doing it in protection of yourself, your loved ones that are walking with you, and your mission here on this plane. It's almost as if it's a test to see how much you'll go to destroy for what you have to do for spirit. Because sometimes we have to. I told you, love is all. But to protect love, sometimes you have to destroy. So are you ready? The illusion, the hate, the guilt, the fear, you're destroying all of that. And you're destroying anyone that steps in your fucking energy that wasn't welcome. You gotta fight. Our job is not just to teach, it's also fight. This is a battle. Can you do it? At what cost? Are you willing to protect your energy and what you gotta do? All right, my loves, I love you. You take care now. Namaste.